It's the second legislative day of the week in the Senate. The first business of the day is the screening of some nominees of President Bola Tinubu.
The request of Mr. President.
The leader of the Senate moves a motion for the Senate to admit the nominee for the position of the National Coordinator of the National Social Investments Program Agency. She is ushered in and allowed to introduce herself.
I joined politics in 2010. By 2011, I was appointed as the Senior Special Assistant to the Executive Governor of Katsina State.
The senators seek clarification on some issues regarding the activities of the agency.
We have also got $800 million from the World Bank. This office is going to be in charge of distributing this money to the poor and the needy in the society, the poor and the vulnerable group in the society. Mr. President, how sure are we that this money will be distributed equitably?
You put it on record that you were able to do that in 613 local governments and 116 local governments were not covered. What was the reason for that?
Next, the Senate admits the nominees for chairmanship and secretary of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. And the nominees start by introducing themselves.
By way of executive education, I have had cause to be, I'm also an alumnus of Harvard Kennedy School, University of Harvard, and also Oxford, University of Oxford in UK, where I had an executive education program in public corruption management.
I was admitted into the University of Maiduguri in 1983 to study BSc accountancy. I graduated 1987. Thereafter, I did my NYSC in Allied Bank in Niger State.
The senators also have questions on how they intend to pilot their affairs.
In 2022, we are flagging over 2,000 something convictions, but all is minor crime that if you add up does not total to one crime, financial crime committed by an individual which I will not mention, and then the EFCC allowed him to go home on a self-recognition.
Are you supposed to just invite and detain a person on a petition from anybody, or you must have concrete evidence that that crime have actually been committed?
The Senate then takes a decision on the nominees.
The nomination of Mr. Olukoyede is hereby confirmed as chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Some of the senators react to some controversies surrounding the nomination of Mr. Olukoyede.
He thinks that people will not just be visited because of political situations, but they will be investigated because, if they commit crime. If they don't commit crime, there's no point. So there's no going to be victimization of political opponents.
And then when we look at the dictionary meaning of cognate, cognate is relevant qualification, relevant experience. Doesn't mean that cognate experience must be garnered or within the confines of EFCC.
The Senate then adjourns plenary for the week ahead of its retreat at Ikotepene in Akwa Ibom State. Daily Omoyeni, Channels Television News.